What's good, YouTube fam? Welcome back to another video, guys. I'm super excited about this video, and this one main reason is because it's my first time ever hitting on a Bad Bunny and Adidas collaboration. And ironically, this being my first Adidas and Bad Bunny Forum low, this is going to be their last collaboration on this specific silhouette. So I'm very excited to be doing this review. These I would put at the top of my list. Just personally, that's my personal opinion. I love an all-white sneaker that I can pretty much wear with anything. And this one just kind of looks really cool and it has a lot of cool little details to it, but it's still kind of simple enough that I can pretty much rock with any outfit that I can find in my closet. And after these, personally, I'm gonna have to go with the original, then the light blue, then the pink, and then the black as the last ones, just because I personally don't like all black sneakers. But these being at the top of my list, I was super excited to get early access on Adidas. And even the way that Adidas or Bad Bunny marketed these was really cool. I don't know if you guys saw that picture that they had at the Macy's parade. They actually had these sneakers on one of the floaties, and all the Foot Patrol people that were walking in the parade were wearing these. And this was like way before we even knew that these were gonna be released. Or we had speculations that they were going to be dropping another Bad Bunny collaboration, and I thought that was like kind of genius, you know. They didn't announce it, but everybody at the parade was wearing it, which was really cool. If you don't know Bad Bunny at this point, you're either like 100 years old or you live under a rock, because Bad Bunny is international, worldwide. Everybody knows who Bad Bunny is. He's like at the top of the list right now in terms of Latin stars and just stars in general. He's been absolutely killing it, so it makes sense for a company, especially like Adidas, to team up with somebody like that and bring a lot of hype to an old sneaker like this. This design is from like 1984, so I thought it was pretty cool to see them bring back the Forum low and add a couple little tastes to it to make it, you know, Bad Bunny's own special design and just make it his own. And this specific colorway, according to the way Adidas phrased it, kind of has a funny inspiration to it. I'm just gonna read here what Adidas had wrote. The Bad Bunny Forum low in the cloud white features predominantly white base color scheme that pays homage to an endless summer in the winter months, which is kind of a weird way of wording things. I guess it bringing you summer vibes in the winter time, which I mean, I guess I could see that a little bit. Nah, to be honest, I don't really understand that phrasing. The shoe is all white, which resembles to me snow, which resembles the winter time, so that doesn't really make any sense to me. Maybe besides the lace, the one lace that they include that is kind of bright, that has summer vibes. I'm not really sure where they were going with that, but either way, still a pretty cool sneaker. I just don't get the inspiration for it. Before we get into the materials and all that good jazz, we're gonna do a little quick unboxing by the Christmas tree. I'm a sucker for really cool packaging and a lot of extra goodies when you order sneakers, so let's jump into that. So guys, as you can see right here in the video clip, I'm just gonna be doing a quick voiceover. Straight from Adidas, you get it in this kind of sleeve that's made out of this really thick kind of paper material. I wouldn't call it cardboard because it's too thin, but it's too thick to just be paper. It's somewhere in between. You get the Bad Bunny box with the eye from the album Por Siempre, and you have the 3 stripes running down the box on the front, and on the sides you have Bad Bunny's name printed on both sides in that black color. You have the size box right here, which tells you the size of the sneaker, the color itself, and for this particular colorway, it's Clo White, Clo Nix, and C White, which I'm pretty sure are just abbreviations for cloud. Now once you slide the box out, the first thing you're gonna see are those 2 extra laces that are 3M laces. You get a really bright kind of neon yellow / green, and then you get another gray pair of laces. And right next to those laces, you're gonna see the extra 2 tongues that you can replace the tongues that are on the sneakers originally. It kind of almost looks like a Puerto Rican flag if you hold it up from the side. And right on that tongue, you also have the same eye from the album Por Siempre. Now, upon pulling out the box completely, you see a shoe bag or dust bag, which is actually holding the sneakers themselves inside. So right on the bag, you can see the Bad Bunny logo and the Adidas logo on it. It's a really nice bag. It's got like a nice texture to it. Almost feels like a texture that you would feel like on canvas, or you know, that type of material. Feels really nice. And the sneakers are tightly secured inside the bag, as you can see. So upon removing that string, you open up the bag And inside that bag, you're gonna find the sneakers, both individually wrapped in this kind of translucent paper wrap. I like that they were individually wrapped. Makes it feel kind of like a more quality sneaker. Makes it feel like they care more enough to put the sneakers in individual wrap, which is nice. And on that wrap, you have the Adidas logo printed all throughout the wrap itself. And right inside of that wrap, you have the sneakers, and pretty much that's gonna be it for this unboxing, guys. In my opinion, Adidas did a fantastic job in terms of making this feel like a quality unboxing, making it feel like, you know, like they took their time and they put some effort into this packaging and they put some effort into the sneaker itself. So now that we spoke a little bit about the box itself and what comes inside, let's go ahead and jump into the materials. And jumping right to the front of the sneaker, on the toe box itself, it's gonna be this nice, really soft kind of leather. It's almost like a tumble leather, a lot of kind of leathers that you would find on like Air Jordan 1s. This feels really nice. It feels very soft to the touch. Not like some crazy quality premium leather, but for 160 bucks, it's not bad. It is a very small toe box because you do have that big mud guard right here that's also made out of, looks like you know, like a flaky suede. It's a nice suede that kind of just goes throughout a lot of the upper of the shoe. Right underneath that mud guard, you have like this extended midsole that kind of comes up. It's a very thick rubber midsole, kind of has like a clear off-white look to it. And then you have a white stitching all throughout that midsole that goes all the way around. It kind of just stops right here on the medial side of the shoe. If you come look at the lateral side of the shoe, you have the Adidas logo right here on the back of the heel in that same material. It's a nice little detail. It doesn't stand out too much. If they would have done a different color, I don't think it would have flushed as well with this, but this looks really good the way that they did it. And you have this part here that's made out of that same material, but it's a little thinner than the midsole that kind of comes up. It's also clear, so you can see through it a little bit. You can see some of the suede underneath it, and in my opinion, it's a nice touch. And it also comes up here as well, and it has a different texture to it than the midsole itself. So you have a little bit of contrast there between the midsole and this, I don't know, protrusion from the midsole. Looking at the tongue itself, you have the eye from the album right here as well. And then if you look underneath that tongue, if you pop these tags off, you can actually see the Adidas logo on there. The patch itself looks like a kind of an off-white, and then you have the Adidas logo branding on it, kind of embroidered on there. And in my opinion, that looks really nice. It's got like a vintage look to it. That first tongue on the inside is very thick. Almost reminds me of like some old DCs or Nike SB Dunks. And as a young kid, I used to love wearing those sneakers. I used to wear them every single day, the DCs. So this kind of just brings back those good old nostalgic memories as a kid growing up. So I really like seeing that thick tongue. Just the fact that you can kind of customize it a little bit, change the shoelaces, change that front tongue, and just make it your own thing. I think it's pretty cool. Probably one of the main things about this shoe right here, the strap on the top that kind of clips in here like this. And this feels very sturdy. It's made out of like a very rustic metal. It feels, you know, like it's high quality metal. It's not, doesn't feel like it's something cheap. And you do have the option where you can Velcro this off and take this thing off itself. Kind of comes off the shoe, and the shoe kind of looks like this. But that kind of really defeats the purpose of having this and making it the shoe that it is. I mean, it does look kind of nice without it. And you can even remove this part off as well. This also has a Velcro on it. On the strap itself, you have that little phrase right there that says "Yo visto así," which pretty much translates to "This is how I dress." And if you come around on the back of the sneaker, you have this kind of bulgy part right here, and right underneath that, you have that lace lock with this like bungee cord thing. Adds a little bit more character to the back. When you look at the actual sock liner, you have like this extra little piece right here. That will just give a little bit of extra support to your heel. And I think that they do this for skaters. And I also believe, I saw somewhere in the comment section of one of the videos, that this is actually for skaters when they wear baggy pants and they're skating. I think you're supposed to put the back of your pants in here and kind of hold them in place so it doesn't get in the way when you're skating. And I think the strap is also for that same purpose. And even though that might not be true, it kind of would make sense though. If you think about it, this kind of gives off skating kind of vibes. Now when you look at the outsole of the sneaker, you get the traditional forearm low traction. You have this clear section right here, which you have the Adidas logo branding on it, inverted. And then right underneath this clear section, you can see Bad Bunny's logo right there, which was a nice little added detail. If you take the insert out, you have this kind of very thin leather on the top with a very thin cushioning underneath. And on the top of that, you have the Adidas and the Bad Bunny branding kind of embroidered on there. But guys, I'm gonna close the video out here, man. I had a blast making this video, and I really hope that you guys got to enjoy this a lot like I had enjoyed making it. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Yo, matter of fact, I better see your ass in the next video, because if I don't see you, yo, hold me back. If I don't see you in the next video, I'm gonna give you a zapatazo.